How we doing today? We are making bread today. On a Saturday morning. How are you guys doing today on a Saturday? We are making bread as we always do on a Saturday, every day here. Thank you. We make bread every day here. But my lives have been on Saturdays. We've been showing everybody how we make bread. How's everybody doing today on a Saturday? Making bread for the day. How are you guys doing today? Do we make focaccia? Yes, we do make focaccia. Maybe I'll make a couple of focaccias so you guys can see how we make the focaccia. We make round rolls here. Welcome in, guys. Everybody welcome in. Good morning, LJ. How are you, buddy? What's happening? Thank you very much for that. Yeah, good question though. We'll do a couple things. We got to make our bread for today, for the normal day. We're open today 10:30 to 2. So we make round rolls. Getting ready for work. Nice. Working on a Saturday too, huh, LJ? Gotta love it. Thank you guys for sharing the live. If you guys are in here and you're not following us, give us a follow. Share the live, give us a follow. Trying to do about 2, 3, maybe even 4 lives a week. Thank you, Stefani. I appreciate that. Trying to showcase the stuff we do from scratch. We do this. What's up, buddy? Did you get your rest? How are you, Roar? How long do you let it rise? Not too long, 20 minutes. 20, 25 minutes, not too long. You know what, as I start shaping, I mean, if you guys stick around for a little bit, you'll see, as I start shaping it a little bit, it'll just keep rising and rising and rising. It'll, we're kind of, this is almost, you can do this like at home too. I mean, it's not. No, I use Sarasota flour. Do not use double O. Double O is awesome. We use double O for our cannoli shells. But here we use 00 flour. So Sarasota flour is non-bleached, no potassium bromate. That's Sarasota CERESOTA. So not like Sarasota, like the city. So Sarasota, but there's no preservatives in it. It's unbleached. I just find it's an all-purpose flour. So our bread is very soft. We make our bread for our sandwiches every single day. So that's kind of unique here. You know, there's a few places around here that do it. Depends on what you do. It depends on your recipe. Thank you, Rory. Do I ever lose count? All the time. If anybody knows me, yeah, you know, usually, listen, working alone. Yes, I'm working alone right now. There's a DJ in here, LA Uproar. You see him commenting. So during the week, I have my phone right here, and he plays the music and I roll the dough. That's how usually it goes. So this is what I usually do. That's why on the weekends I'm gonna start being with you guys. So that's what it is. But eventually, if I keep doing this, it can be distracting. I'm just bad at math, and that's the problem. So yeah, not the strongest at math. It's quiet on the weekends. I'm still carrying the one. I gotta use my fingers to now, salt is salt, pretty much. LA, do you ever see? I mean, you could use sea salt if you want to use sea salt, but it doesn't really matter for me. Again, let me preface this and say I am not a professional. I just own a business. So, you know, no. I got this down to a science that I get here, you know, I just got here a little while ago. So I'm not a morning person whatsoever. I know. Yeah, well, when you do it every day for 6 years, I think you kind of get to know what you're doing. I'll be in and out just for a minute. I just got to get water. Put the water in. I would hope so. Yeah. All right. Although I'm a very visual person. Yeah, I'm a very visual person. So nobody showed me how to do this. I just watched my family. So here, you know, I am not a scientific guy either. I'm really giving you my resume, all right? Bad at math, and I'm not a science guy. So, no, father and grandfather, we were in the car business. I was in the car business, so not a baker by any means, but give me a minute. I got to put some water in. Hang on 1 second, guys. This business, well, you know what? This business, I'll be honest, this business is easier than cars. I was in the car business for 20 years. Easier than cars, believe it or not. Sicilian olive oil, yes, I use Portana olive oil all the time. Never cheap. If you use bad ingredients, you're going to get a bad product. No, for sure not. There's an old saying that, yes, I am first generation. Portana is the best. It is the best. Where's your answers come from? Sicily. We're Sicilian. I'm 100% Sicilian. So, but listen, can't make, old-time Italian saying, can't make good wine from bad grapes. So, it's true for anything. You can't make anything good with bad ingredients. So, any of these guys that are cheaping it out and getting, you know, cheap stuff, you're just going to get a bad product. That's what it is. Portana olive oil is ridiculously expensive. But you know what? Thank you, Rourke. But you gotta, listen, you gotta use the good stuff to get the good stuff. So you definitely have to do that. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Where's everybody from? I know majority of you guys in here, but for the new people, if you're not following us, follow us. We're doing, we just started doing, oh, thank you. Oh, Pittsburgh. Very nice. Oh, you're from Pennsylvania too, huh? Massachusetts. What the East Coasters, huh? Brooklyn, New York. We can't see the secret ingredient. Here, I'll show you the secret ingredient. There it is. Secret ingredient. So secret. It's Arizona flour. That's my secret. Not bread flour. Nope. I don't use bread flour. I use all-purpose flour. So again, that's my recipe. Nothing against anybody else. But I can tell you, there's no conditioners in my dough. So most places that are making bread are using conditioners in the dough. So they want to use it for shaping, for putting it in the cooler and keeping it in the cooler for, you know, more than 3 or 4 days because they're making. So conditioner is something, it's a preservative. So the conditioners are stuff that they put inside the dough to make the dough last longer and keep the same consistency and stuff like that. So I don't use any conditioners. This is making bread like you would at home. So I'm just a big from scratch person. We make wine at home. Again, all natural. I do it the same thing. Just grapes. So I mean, you know, it's a matter of opinion. A totally matter of opinion. I mean, everybody does what they do because that's how they've been shown, or that's how they wanted to try, or whatever. I don't take it away from anybody. This is just. Do you stomp the grapes? No. But I got a crusher and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, but you got to be natural. For me, it's one of those things where you have to do stuff natural and with minimal ingredients. So yeah, if you guys are not following us, follow us. We started doing these lives last week. So, yeah, that's true. All these bread never molds. And listen, if you have a bread that molds, you know, so here, I'll tell you, my bread is good today. You know, you can put it in bags, in bread bags, and it'll stay soft. But if you leave it out, it's going to get hard. You know, now we're cold here, so but if in the summer, one day it'll start molding. So you know, people are with the crusty bread and all that stuff, and yeah, I mean, mine comes out of the oven, it's crusty. But then, you know, as it really cools, it starts getting soft. So our bread, again, I'll kind of keep the live going maybe a little bit longer this Saturday, maybe future Saturday, so you can see me bake it off. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the. So right now I'm just mixing the wet ingredients really, and then I'm gonna put in the bread. I mean the flour, and that's it. That's my mixer back there. If you can see it, I'll turn the camera when I can see the mixer. There's the mixer. You're making buns too. So that's all we make, right? Really, we just make round rolls. So yeah, if you check out some of my videos, you know, that's we make round rolls for the sandwiches. So when you get a sandwich here, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, guys. When you get a sandwich here, it's on our homemade bread roll. So, yeah. Be right back with you guys. Give me 1 second. So we're making homemade bread today. We make homemade bread every day, but every Saturday we're going live and we're doing bread. So just to kind of show you the process, not a real long process. I only make one type of bread, so I'm not making multiple breads. So we're not a bakery, we're a deli. We're in the Chicagoland area, northwest suburbs in Schaumburg. If anybody's from the Chicagoland area, I'm not sure if anybody in here is in the Chicagoland area or not. But we only make one type of bread, so I kind of got it down to a science. I don't do multiple breads. You know, obviously the bakeries of the world are getting up. Oh wow, Mike Anthony, you're on Schaumburg Road, or Schaumburg Roselle and Schaumburg Road. You're like right around the corner. So yeah, maybe if you have some time, stop by for sure. That's Sarah's Grove. Nice. So that's really close. We're right on Algonquin and just a little bit east of Meacham. So we're literally not even 10 minutes away from you. For sure. We're open till 2 today. So yeah, stop by. Mondays and Saturdays we're open till 2. Tuesday through Friday we're open till 6. But yeah, we do. You're having your wedding at Venuti's? Oh, nice. Venuti's, nice place, beautiful place inside. I don't know if you've ever been there. I know the owner, and you know they've had a few places over the years, but it's beautiful inside. It's really, really nice. I mean, like I said, if you haven't been there, I mean, you walk in and there's like a fountain. There's stairs. I mean, there's a nice place to take pictures. I've been to many things there. So yeah, it's cool. Their food is good too. They have really good food. So it's you know. Do I have Italian beef? No, I do not have Italian beef. Anybody that's in the chat, give us a follow if you're not following us, guys. We're making bread today, doing our lives. We started doing our lives kind of regularly. You know, I'm just going to keep kind of drilling it home. I want to do our lives so that everybody knows we're doing everything from scratch. We make everything from scratch here. So, you know, we are a family business, small family business. We opened a month and a half before COVID. So yeah, I mean, we do TikTok videos, and you know, I just felt like this was like the next kind of level to get people to actually see the behind the scenes and what we do from scratch, and it's different. Welcome in, guys. We are making bread today. Making our homemade bread. Thank you guys for coming in today. Give us a like. Tap the screens. Give us a follow. I make bread once a week. Nope, I make bread every day. Bread every single day here, and it's for our sandwiches, basically. You know, not. I like to maybe sell long loaves. We do round rolls. So. Yeah, it kind of sets us apart from everybody else doing round rolls and fresh bread. Let me know where you guys are from. You guys are from the area, or you guys are a few East Coasters in here from before. Yes. Somebody asked that before, and maybe I'll make a couple focaccias just to show you guys what we, how we make them. And again, you know, we do the bread every single day. Focaccias I make every other couple days. You know, we'll put them out, we'll sell them, and people come into the store. We have seating for about 30 here. When people come in, they get a sandwich. We have a little market that's kind of attached, and so yeah, this is for me, for us, this is an everyday occurrence. So I don't know if you guys, let's see if I can move the camera a little bit there. That's the dough. So again, I don't know how much you guys know about dough, but this is not a high hydration dough. So it's a low hydration dough. So it's kind of, you know, not like the Napolitan style pizzas that are real, the doughs that are real kind of wet. This is a tiny bit, but I try to get it dry enough where I can work with it. And then you gotta keep it moist. So I put some olive oil on top. I turn the camera a little bit here so you guys can kind of see what's happening. Right? Better? Yeah. Better. So this is the dough. So we just work it a little bit. I got it on my table. And make it just a little bit smooth so that we can let it rise. So now we're going to let it rise for a little bit, and then we're going to start shaping. And like I said, I only do one kind of shape. I only do one kind of bread. So, you know, basically we open in about an hour or so, hour and 15 minutes. So by the time I shape the first pan, you put your flour on the table first. Not really. I put flour in the dough, and that's kind of it. And then before I take it out of the bowl, I flour inside the bowl. So I'm kind of, instead of putting it, just because it's kind of want to get it a little bit workable to get it out of the bowl. Now, a little bit. Sticks to the bowl a little bit, but like that's why you put the flour in there, kind of take it away from the dough. I'm adding flour in the mixer. So, you know, it depends on the weather. This is a very weather thing, you know. If it's more dry outside, more humid, you know. So I let it rise now. Thank you for the follows, guys. And I'm going to put some olive oil. Partana olive oil. Bread. Jamie, we're making bread. We make bread every day for our rolls, for our sandwiches. So if you come get a sandwich here today, this is the bread that you're going to get. Thank you for the follow, guys. So I kind of keep this so it's not drying out. You don't want it to dry out at all. Obviously it changes, and as you go on, you'll see how big it's going to get. It's going to double in size. So we're gonna have it so that it rises, we're gonna shape them. I use a half pound of dough to shape, and then we're gonna put it in a proofer. That's my proofer right there. And the proofer is going to pretty much speed up the process. So, you know, again, time is kind of the key here. It's, you know, at home, you know, people use, you know, different yeasts and stuff like that, but, you know, we want to, you know, if you think about it, I gotta open in an hour. So I mean, you know, this thing has got to start like, you know, it's got to start moving. So, you know, I will just kind of get it going, and then start shaping. So that, again, I use a wood table, easier to shape. I shape every one by hand. You'll see that in a little bit. But right now, cover it up with some plastic. I use saran wrap. A lot of guys use just bags. Something to keep it, leave it a little bit more warm. That's the idea. And to keep it protected, right? I mean, that's what you just want to just kind of keep it protected, and that's it. It's got to rust for a little bit and rise, which is not going to take too long. We're talking at the most 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then as it starts rising, I'll just start grabbing it. And, oops, sorry. And weighing them out. Oh, sorry, I'm getting in the way of the camera here. All right. Be right back with you guys. We're making bread today. And this is what we do now. We have a double espresso. So you guys can wait for the dough to rise with me and have a double espresso. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for coming in. We are making our homemade bread today. So this is dough we just made. We're gonna portion it out now. Half pound dough balls, really. So, you know, if you're coming here, the bread is very, very, very soft, very light. No preservatives in the dough. So, let me know where you guys are from. New people maybe that have come in, and other people have left. From the area, I need to come by. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, come by. It's definitely, you know, not because I own the place. It's just, I think it's worth a try. I mean, I think for me, I like to get my food out there just for people to try. I think people kind of get, you know, kind of settled into what they know, settled into where they go. So, you know. We are the name of the place is Finuccio and Sons. You can Google it, but we're at 1612 East Algonquin Road in Schaumburg. We're an Italian deli. We do everything from scratch. Including our bread. So we do this every day, but I started doing lives last week. So we just showing everybody the stuff that we make. So I think last Saturday we did dough, we did bread. But again, we're making the bread every day. I just in the mornings. Hello, Monty Love. How are you? So yeah, today we're just showing you the bread. Good morning. How you doing on this lovely Saturday morning? We thank you very much. Thank you for that. So we make bread every morning. This week though, just woke up. I know it's it's a rough one today. This past week we did lives. We did sausage. We showed everybody our Italian sausage. We did ricotta cheese. I think we did cannolis at one point. And oh yeah, Monogote. Were you in the Monogote one yesterday? Might have been here yesterday. Yeah, so the Monogote, nice. Yeah. So we have whatever we have left over from the Monogote, we put it up front for our case there. Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's but you know, listen, for me, I'm just thank you very much. Thank you for that. You know, I just again I want to showcase what we do. You know, I mean it's hard to get your name out there and just tell everybody how we do it from scratch, but yeah, thank you. But yeah, I mean we just want to show people that we do make it from scratch. I mean it's you know, there's a lot of shortcuts that you can take and that a lot of people take. Good morning, Felix Sanchez. How are you, buddy? Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody, for joining. If you're not following me, follow me, please. It helps me kind of grow this whole platform here and helps everybody kind of see what we're doing here. I'm a straight shooter kind of guy, and we do everything, like I said, from scratch. So right now we're almost done. Like I said, if you guys have been watching from the beginning, didn't take too long. So we're already almost there. You see that it's obviously getting bigger. So the dough is not doubled in size, but in a little bit I'll just start taking it off and portioning it, rolling it out, and then it's going to go in the proofer, and then it'll just continue to double in size. Then we'll bake it off, and we're ready to start the day. So that's how we start every single day. So it is a repetitive process, but I think people that come here, people that have had sandwiches here, come to know that the bread is the star. I mean, you know, all the guys around here can use. I'm gonna make the rolls any minute now. Just waiting another couple. Well, I gotta finish my espresso first. But anybody, you know, there's tons of delis in the Chicagoland area. Everybody's using, you know, we all kind of use, I don't want to say the same meat. There's some guys that are using, different meats. There's other guys using other different meat. You know, depends. But you know, one thing stands standard: if you can make your bread, you're going to stand out. And I feel as though we stand out, but we're newer. You know, I'm going up against guys that are, you know, been here in the Chicagoland area for 50 years, 60 years. I've been here for 6. So, you know, you have to carve out a niche of what you're going to do based on what you're doing, you know, and then that's the niche is that for us, the niche is the bread. You know, obviously, you know, we do other things besides the bread. You know, we make our own meatballs, we make our own Italian sausage. You know, again, that whole everything from scratch mantra is truly everything from scratch. So, well, gloves. Again, hairnets are not required. So that's number one. Here, I'm talking about here. Gloves, I will put gloves when I touch the dough. Dough's got plastic on it. My hands are clean. But thank you for the concern. Again, if anybody knows me, anybody knows my staff, we wash our hands constantly and put gloves. Nothing is handled anywhere. So, without gloves. Thank you, Monty Love. Appreciate that. Thank you for the follow, guys. How do I know when it's ready? You know, it's just by look, by time, by the time I'm done with my double espresso. That's usually the time that it's ready. Very scientific. I have a double espresso and it's ready to go. Hi, Brownie Spencer. How are you? So I finished my double espresso. I put on my gloves and we're ready to go. So yeah, it's very scientific. I'm a very scientific guy. You can tell. But you know, again, I don't know how long you guys have been here. How are you, Brownie Spencer? It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining us. We're not double, but we're. Thank you so much for that. We just know. Yeah, well, you just know. Hey, listen, a lot of it's by feel. I tell the girls too. A lot of my employees, you know, ask me like, well, how do you know? I could give somebody the recipe right now, and you know what? Based on the weather, you're going to add more flour, less flour. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it just depends on the weather. So this, if you guys were in the beginning of this and saw me do it, this is definitely a lot bigger than it was before. So as I'm going to do this now and as I'm going to start portioning it, you know, it's going to keep getting bigger. So I'm going to get a pan and we're going to go. Here's my pan, and here's my let's see if I move you guys a little bit further. I don't know how, if that would help. That's gonna help you see it all. I guess that would help you see, right? We use these papers, so I mean they're good for baking. If you guys ever bake at home, instead of using spray, I use spray for a couple of things. I use spray for pizza. I use like pan with flour in it for pizza. and for the focaccias. I'll do a focaccia for you guys too. But you know, this is good because it doesn't stick. So I don't know, that's a good tip. I don't know, I always like seeing people do things that are like, you know, if it helps me out, do something that maybe I try it at home. These things really are awesome. I thought they would stick, they don't. So, you know, it's a good, and here we go. This is my every morning for the last 6 years. Except Sundays, I sleep on Sundays. So a half pound of dough a piece. I weigh them out because you know, consistency is a big thing here. So you can't have a sandwich on Monday that's really big and a sandwich on Thursday that's really small. So that's the dough ball. So obviously small right now. They're all half pound, so you know, what'll happen is we're just gonna put these in the proofer, and then they're just gonna continue to puff up, and they'll continue to grow, and they will double in size. But you know, not everybody at home is gonna have a proofer, so that thing's, my proofer is at about 105 degrees. So you're not cooking it by any means, but it's just warm air in there, and it's just gonna continue to grow. Obviously, like in the summer here, we're in the Chicagoland area. In the summer here, it's a little bit easier because you know it's not cold. It's not that bad today. Not usually, not really cold, but. You know, you definitely need something to speed it up because, you know, I can't wait another 2 hours from now for these things to kind of come together. So, guys, thank you for coming in today. Thanks for being a part of this whole thing. What's up, Roar? Oh, it's going to be 90 in Southern California, yeah. I wish. Wow, very hot. $80 in Texas. Oh, Monty Love, you're in Texas, huh? $80 in Texas. Texas gets, oh, nice, Roar. Where are you, Roar, where is the event? Are you doing like a wedding? Oh, yes, the Edge, nice. If any of you guys are not Roar people, no, it's a house party. Nice. So yeah, eventually I think I'll Bastoni for sure tonight. You got to give a couple people some Bastonis. I'm sure as the night goes on, people are going to be getting nuts over there. A couple of Bastonis to a couple of guys. All the drunk guys are going to be coming up to the DJ booth like, hey, can you play this? Right? I know the DJs love that. When everybody goes up to the DJ and they ask them to play this, they're playing like a fast song and they want them to play like some love song or something, and they Oh, excuse me. Wow. Scratch. Holy cow. The more you know. See? And not scratch. Scratch. For sure, send me some pictures. So listen, that's very interesting you bring that up. For sure, don't forget to send me some pictures. We are in the process of working on frozen dough. It's not true. He needs to go live in the game one. Yeah, you know what we got to do? We got to co-host. That's what we got to do, Roar. Me and you, we'll co-host. You do that. You do the music, and then we'll co-host together. I have a oh, nice. Yeah, we'll do a. I don't even know how to do it. I'm sure you do. You probably know how to do it. I don't know half the shit on this phone what to do, but we can co-host. You can do the tunes and make your pizza, and then I'll do something here. We'll have to be at night though. Yeah, it would have to be at night. Or early in the morning, I don't know. But yeah, for me it'd have to be at night. Oh, pesto. We make pesto here too. The famous Finuccio? Yes, the famous Finuccio. Famous in my brain. I'm a legend in my own mind. Not much famous. Although some people I see do say they see me on TikTok around here, which is really weird. Yeah, we make our own pesto here too. Pesto is really, really good. There's different, obviously, you know, people with nut allergies and stuff like that. Some people make it with walnuts. Some people, we make it with pine nuts. But, you know, some people are allergic to pine nuts. So that tends to be a little bit difficult. We can't cross-contaminate. I play the beats and you make the pizza. Yeah, man, that would be epic. We definitely we definitely should plan something like that. That would be epic. Hello.
Hello.
My employees just got here.
Hello.
My wife.
She does exist.
New character unlocked. Oh, Geno's, yeah. Geno's East. Yeah, Roar, let me know. That would be epic. That would be pretty cool. I don't know how you put that together, but let's work on it. Hello, Mrs. Finuccio.
Hello.
She's ready. Tell her to get to work. Or give her a warning. Bastone.
What?
She's 2 hours late. Yeah.
Oh my God, she was working her other job.
Oh God. She gets the bastone later.
No thanks. That's when I punch out.
That's when I chase her around the other kitchen. Emma.
Oh boy.
She's the magic. Yes, Felix Sanchez, we close at 2 today. Yes. Today's a short day. Saturdays and Mondays are short days. Only because, I don't know. You know, Saturdays around here, just not very businessy in the afternoon. You know, it's, but oh, nice, Felix Sanchez. I didn't even know you were. You're close by then. Nice. So Felix Sanchez, the first timers that come here. Well, you'll see me because it, you know. Yeah, thank you for the support. Also, that's awesome. First timers usually get an Italian sub, which is the Fino D. Imagine that. Oh, nice. You're close. Yeah, not too far. Fino D is an Italian sub. That's mortadella, salami, hot capogallo. Pretty standard Italian sub in the Chicago area. So, you know, that's a pretty standard kind of thing. Not the Fino D. Yeah, don't get the Fino D. It comes with a hairline like this. So as soon as you eat it, the hairline comes with it. There's a barber shop in the shopping center too. So they can give you an uptown fade. What? So, yeah, that's a big one. The other huge one here is a meatball sandwich. So yeah, I mean, I have people. So we run out of meatballs every single day. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Listen, it would be an absolute honor to meet any one of you guys that come in here and support me and that. So for sure, that would be awesome. It's a humbling experience when people come in here and say like, "Oh, I saw you on TikTok or whatever." Yes, would love to have you come here. Yeah, meatball is a huge thing here. It's kind of I don't want to say it's a joke, but like it's not by design. But we run out of meatballs every single day here. So it's hard. Like I said, we do everything from scratch. So when we run out, we run out, and you know, a lot of people come in and like their first question is like, "Are you out of meatballs?" Yeah, so go early. It is. Like I said, it's not by design. It isn't. I really don't want it to be by design, but we're not taking it out of a bag. So, maybe, you know, I might, if you guys are around this afternoon, we close at 2. We're supposed to make meatballs today, so I might do another one. I'm not sure. That's another kind of process, but we usually roll them. One day we put them in the cooler, let them kind of firm up, and then thank you, Roar. Thank you very much for the gift, buddy. And then the next day we fry them. We fry them in, again, olive oil. We're frying the Thank you so much. We're frying the meatballs in olive oil, and then we let the sauce cook them. So that's meatballs are a big deal here. I have people call me up and hold meatballs sometimes. So if we can catch up, a lot of times we put in more pans of meatballs and we make more. But I do not own a microwave here. Italian cowboy. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we again, I don't even own a microwave here. A lot of guys have the Chef Mike. That was a Gordon Ramsay thing. It was one of the kitchen nightmares that he went in and they were like, "We'll get Chef Mike to cook you up a meal." It's the microwave. Chef Mike is the microwave. No, we don't have a microwave. Microwave is, it obviously cuts the corner, and if you need something warmed up really, really fast, but anything we reheat is oven. Yeah, or stove. We put stuff in the stove. You know what I mean? It's oven or stove. So I don't use I don't even, like I said, I don't even own a microwave here. Because there's nothing that would be good in the microwave, reheated. It doesn't cook evenly either. So, I mean, Chef Microwave. Yeah, Chef Mike. That's Chef Mike. Let me go in the back and see if Chef Mike has finished your meal. That's Chef Mike. Chef Microwave. Yeah, not good. So for anybody that is new in here right now, please follow us on TikTok. Today we're doing the bread, which we do every day. Yeah. I'll lend you some. Yep. No, it doesn't. After cooking, sometimes it's rough. Obviously, like when we're done all day here, working all day here, sometimes we like to cook at home. But hello, how are you? But yeah, it's a hello, Clower, how are you? It's a different different thing. It's just like anybody else. It's like a mechanic, right? Mechanic. They leave their car in shambles because, good morning, how are you? Thank you for coming in. The mechanic is like, you know what? I don't feel like doing it. Oh, thank you so much, Clower. I really appreciate that. It just you're working on cars all week, right? Working on cars all day, all week, and it's like it's, you know, but you don't listen. You don't want to. You don't want to eat. You know, I want to eat clean. That's the whole thing. Everybody wants to eat clean today. But, you know, places and companies, I would say chains, they jump on this like clean eating and all this stuff, and it's really not. You know, the whole organic thing is just a huge, huge thing, right? Why do I roll the dough so much? So I'm shaping them on the table. That's me calling my order. I'm in California. Do you think you can deliver? You know, I push it against the table so that it becomes smooth. That's why I have it. That's why I do it like that. Because when I portion it out, it's like this. So I put it down here, kind of flatten it, and then I got to roll it into a roll. There's machines for it, but they're expensive. I've only been in business for 6 years, right? So, you know, for me, believe it or not, I do this every day. This is a daily occurrence. So I mean, you know, a lot of guys do loaves. A lot of guys, even that make their own bread, they do long loaves. I have done long loaves before, but you know, I feel like this is just one more step to be unique. So for me, you know, when you come in here, you don't have to choose a size of sandwich. You just choose what the sandwich is. They're one size. They're either cold or they're hot pressed. So if you get them cold, it's just the bread the way it is, cold, out of the oven. If you get it hot pressed, we put the same bread in the panini press and we press it. All that does is get it just crispy. Doesn't really get the inside like melty cheese. It just gets it crispy. Some people like it like that, but we're not using panini bread, if that makes sense. So, you know, there's a lot of places that do paninis and they're using a panini style bread, which is just like a little bit tougher crust, and then you know, they're really pressing it, you know, and they're putting it on the panini press. We don't. We just use the same bread. It's the same round roll that you would do here. How long do you proof your dough for? No, I don't. And the only time I do dough in the cooler, so like I'll take dough and put it in the cooler for Monday, is for pizza. I'm talking to a pizza expert. Yeah. But yeah, it's I do it in the cooler for pizza. So it ferments in the cooler for pizza. So we do pizzas. We do Sicilian style pizzas. I think I kind of incorporated that in one of the lives during the week that we did a pizza. I got a video, one of my videos. Thank you guys for sharing the live. I appreciate that. But one of the lives we had to make a pizza for somebody that ordered a whole pizza. We don't do a lot of like ordering whole pizzas. We might go that route. We're not a pizza place, but yeah, Napolitan style pizza fits your style. No, I don't. So Napolitan style pizza is a high hydration dough. It's a very wet, sticky kind of dough because, you know, Napolitan style pizza should be in a pizza oven, wood-fired pizza oven. that kind of style. So it's a high hydration dough. This is not a high hydration dough. It's a drier dough. So yeah, I don't do that. I do Sicilian style pizza. We are Sicilian, but we do a couple different versions. I do the traditional Sicilian style. If that's anything you guys ever heard of, it's sfincione. Sfincione is marinara sauce, breadcrumbs, anchovy, caciocavallo cheese. So that's something that they serve in Sicily mainly. I mean, that's a Sicilian style kind of thing. I have gluten in the bread. Well, what are you gonna do? Gluten free, man. Get gluten free stuff. So yeah, we do Sicilian style pizza. I do it by the slice. I was very against doing pizza when I first opened because Chicagoland area pizza is very overdone. So there's a lot of bad pizzas here. You know, as much as Chicago is a pizza town, just like New York is, just like the East Coast is, Chicagoland area, there's a lot of overdone pizzas. Just not good, you know. And again, I don't know who's in Naperville. We're not in Naperville, but we're in north suburbs of Chicago. So anyway, yeah. So we just I was really trying to focus on sandwiches. So we focused on sandwiches, but I had many people kind of coming in asking for slices. So I just did the same dough as the bread, but the same style as my grandmother did. My grandmother used to make pizzas this way. So just kind of, I Americanized it because the sfincione is with the breadcrumbs, the anchovy. I mean, you know, it's a 50-50, right? With anchovy. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a love-hate relationship with anchovy. So we do sell a little bit of that, but you know, you have to Americanize it a little bit. So we do a cheese, we do a sausage, which we make our own sausage. We did a live on that too, which I will be continuing to do lives on these, so that, you know, people can see what we're doing. Oh yeah, well, I mean, listen, anchovies here are obviously packed in salt. You know, I mean, like I said, it's a love-hate relationship with that stuff. So people definitely, some people like it, some people don't. But, so yeah, we do a cheese, a sausage, we do a pepperoni. I started doing pepperoni because a lot of people were asking for pepperoni. So you kind of adjust a little bit. You know, I try to be as authentic as possible. I don't really want to, you know, do things that, you know, are out of a bag, you know, because that's not going to keep me different than anybody else. So, you know, people come back because it's homemade stuff, not because, you know, I'm not going to compete with the big chains. I'm a small guy, so, you know, for us, being a small business, you have to carve out a niche, and the niche for us is the homemade. So, you know, people coming in and, you know, doing it homemade, and they come back and they do it because they come back and eat here and tell people to eat here. That's, the word of mouth is huge. So, everybody that's in here, if you're not following us, give us a follow, so you know when we're going live. Turn on your notifications. I guess that's a thing too. Yeah, turn on your notifications so you know that when we go live, that you guys can join in. We're northwest suburbs of Chicago, Schaumburg. Thank you for tapping the screens. Thank you for the follows. Making bread this morning. So if anybody was here in the beginning, we made the dough this morning and just shaping the bread. Thank you for the repost. Thank you guys for supporting. So yeah, we are. I don't know if you can see the buns in the proofer, but they're kind of getting bigger. I usually stay at the West End by Bloomingdale's. How far are you from there? I think the street is Michigan. So, Monty Love, you're are you talking like downtown? Do you stay downtown like in the Loop, Michigan Avenue? Yes, I think so. It's like you're like right by the lake, like total downtown Chicago. Usually the Cheesecake Factory is only to eat. Yes. Yes. So I'll be honest, we are only about a half an hour from downtown with no traffic. So, you know, definitely if you're coming to Chicago, obviously, you know, you can definitely make a trip out here. You know, it's not next door, but you know, we're not 2 hours away. You know, so downtown is a half an hour, 40 minutes at the most. But again, traffic is usually the issue here. That's what's usually, you know, coming up is the traffic. You know, if it's 3 to 5 o'clock or 3 to 6 o'clock on any day, really, traffic gets to be a pain. Coming out of the city, going into the city. But you know, in the day of Ubers and stuff like that, you know, you can grab an Uber and yeah, it's scary. I mean, you know, Chicago's one of those cities that traffic is definitely an issue. Hello from Wisconsin. How are you? Oh man, that's gotta be scary. We are making Dalton Smoky 420. We are making just our regular bread. So it's an Italian bread. It's homemade bread. We're an Italian deli in Chicagoland area. So northwest suburbs of Chicago. I don't know where you're at in Wisconsin. Hello, Miss OG DeKelly. Good morning. Thank you very much for that. We get a lot of people from Wisconsin coming through here because a lot of people from Wisconsin go to the airport. So I get people that have come through here once, kind of Googled us, and then, you know, every time they go to the airport, they'll come back, which is really cool. So I'll kind of see them once every couple of months. You know, people coming through from Wisconsin because O'Hare Airport is you know, and Monty Love, O'Hare Airport. If you're coming in O'Hare Airport, we're even closer. That's in between us and downtown. So like if you're coming through, you probably would come through O'Hare. For sure, Dalton. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, if you're coming in through O'Hare, which you probably would, I don't think you would come through Midway. Midway's a little bit, I mean, unless you're flying a certain airline. O'Hare is like, with no traffic, you can make it there in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So, yeah, that's a for sure. So get off the plane and come here and eat a sandwich before you go downtown. So yeah, people, thank you so much for all the support this morning. We are definitely happy to show you what we do here. And you know, every Saturday we're showing everybody the process for making bread. But we do this every morning. So that's a for sure. We always do this every morning. It's not just a Saturday thing. It's just the Saturday live. I kind of, you know, during the week when I do lives, I try to do them in the afternoons. Again, we're kind of a small staff here, so if I need to kind of step away and go up front, help customers and things, then you know that's a big thing. So you know. But we definitely want to showcase what we're doing here for everybody here, all customers that, you know, don't know that what we do, how we do it, kind of the behind the scenes stuff. So that's what we do. Today we're open 10:30 to 2. We are Mondays 10:30 to 2 also. Thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, if you guys aren't following, hit the follow button, tap the screens. Just trying to grow the TikTok channel. We've been doing TikTok for maybe a year and a half, just videos, but guys are around later, I might go live again later. We got some meatballs to make once we close, so maybe the 2:30 range. We're making bread for the day. So we were making dough, and now we're rolling out all the buns. They look like that once I roll them out, and then they'll obviously get bigger. I put them in that proofer there. They get double in size there, and you know, all our sandwiches are on this bread. So I don't buy bread from anybody. We make it every single morning. We just do the lives on Saturdays. So this is something you could do at home too. It's not, you know, this is not like, you know, obviously I'm doing it on a massive scale. Yes, for sure. So listen, guys, I'm in the process maybe to do frozen dough balls, like for pizzas and things. So stay tuned for that. I don't know, wherever you guys are at, I'm gonna have to try to see how that would work out. But we're in the process of doing some frozen dough balls that you can defrost, put them in your cooler, your refrigerator overnight, and then kind of roll them out. And yeah, B-dubs, we're in the process of working on that. I got a couple people asking me, a couple of businesses asking me for that kind of stuff. I don't right this second, but we're definitely, stay tuned for that. In doing all these lives, a lot of people have been asking for things shipped, which is, again, another humbling experience for some people to ask for my food. Yes, I have meatballs for sale. Yeah, we sell meatballs all the time. We don't freeze anything though right now, really. But it's something to explore. The dough balls, like I said, we've been working on it to do it for a couple other places. So I kind of, a lot of people come in the store and ask me for pizza setups and stuff, which is, they want to go home and make their own pizza, which is awesome too. I mean, I totally encourage the whole, go home and make something fresh instead of going fast food, right? But yeah, I'm in the process. It really has worked out so far. The testing that we've done here, just internally, where I've taken these dough balls and frozen, put them in the freezer, and brought them back to life by putting them in the oh yeah, he does a lot of classes, right? Yeah, he's been around for a little bit. Pizza and Culinary Academy. Yeah. Looks like he's very successful. I know he's doing. He's selling pizza equipment. He's doing classes. Yeah, I never met him, but it seems like a real nice guy. Yeah, I see that. I see his stuff online on social media and stuff. So, yeah, it's listen. Everybody's got a, everybody's. Hey. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the follow. Yeah, it's. Well, yeah, look out for that. Look out for the frozen dough balls, because we're kind of close to launching that a little bit. You get to a certain level of doing what you do every day, and then you look on how to. We are making bread, buddy. Making bread. These are our rolls that are going to go in the oven, and we're going to bake them off. They're going to be for sandwiches for people coming in today. They're ordering sandwiches. I already got about 50 of them in there that I've rolled so far in, what has it been, 45 minutes? So we're kind of nearing the end here. Almost done. But oh yeah, you like Morrow Jardinier? The guy from Morrow, one of his guys came in here and ate lunch maybe 6 months ago. Yeah, I told him to tell his boss, come in here. like to meet him. He does some good content there, some good videos. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the Mario Toronto stuff they're showcasing small businesses. I think it's great. I think more eyes need to get on the small businesses. Maybe that people, people just follow them on social media, and people are just going to go there just to try. Even if the place has been there 50 or 60 years, and they're just going to. I mean, me too. A lot of these, like, I grew up in Chicago, but you hear about them, and you're just like, I kind of forgot about this place, or that really looked good. Let me go there. It's wonderful. For sure, it's always the best. Listen, the chains try to take over what the small businesses do on a bigger scale and ruin it. Let's be honest, they ruin it. Once you get to a massive chain, there's no way you can keep the quality. And listen, the quality is not profitable for them. It's a corporation, right? Big corporation. They're pinching pennies. So, you really, the chains are the chains, and they appeal to the masses for a while. But then, even the chains, they start trying to reinvent the wheel and do things that maybe is not, they think that's a trend. I mean, there's a chicken trend right now. There's a million chicken places everywhere. I mean, everywhere you look, there's a chicken place. So, I mean, it's a trend that is gonna turn, and sooner or later, the chicken is just, they're gonna dwindle. I mean, how many chicken places can you go? Yeah, chicken trend, right? It's huge. Chicken everywhere. Every block you go. I mean, listen, I can throw a rock outside my window and probably hit 10 chicken restaurants. It's huge. But, everybody does it a different way, but how many different ways can you fry chicken? You know what I mean? I mean, so, yeah, I mean, the chains really just want to, they try to mimic what the small business is, the homemade stuff, and it works for a little bit. It works for the trend. It's a flash in the pan. People just go there and like I said, is what it is. There's different places. Everybody's got to do their own thing for what they do. But the chain places, see, the Colonel started out at the gas station. And, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So I mean, even the big chains are starting to scale back. I mean, look at some of these chains that are just closing. Close 100 restaurants, closing. Huge numbers. I mean, huge numbers did they start, and huge numbers did they fall. So, it's one of those things where, So, guys, I'll show you. I don't know if people are still here that were asking for focaccia, but I'll show you a couple of focaccias that we do. We do a couple of focaccias here, just to show kind of. So for focaccias, I use spray. And I do a 8-inch focaccia. Eight-inch round, 2-inch thick. So 2-inch in these kind of pans, these kind of round pans here. So we do that. So again, I'll put them in here and then let them rise. Put a lot of olive oil in there. Good olive oil. We use Pertana olive oil. Those will go in the proofer. And then we'll proof those up. This other, some of this other dough will go into the cooler for Monday. We'll make pizza out of that for Monday morning. We sell the bread alone, but it's the rolls. So they're $2.50 for the roll. That's just 5 pounds of dough, just for pizza. So I'll put that in the cooler, and you know, it'll ferment in the cooler for a couple days. But I do sell the bread, the loaves. A lot of people just come in to buy the bread, even if they're making like pulled pork sandwiches or something. I got a couple customers that come in and, you know, just buy the bread that day for the sandwiches that night, or they'll get sliced meat. I mean, we slice deli meat too for people. So that's another thing too that we do. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys don't follow Fanuccio and Sons. Sounds good, B-dubs. Thank you very much for coming in to the live. Thanks for supporting. Hope to see you soon. Make sure you mention you're on TikTok with us. Like I said, it'd be nice to meet you. And thank you guys for following and for tapping, and wow, 46,000 likes, huh? Crazy. Thank you guys for tapping. Thank you guys for sharing. Yeah, thank you, B-dubs. You know, it's just it's a good opportunity for me to get my story out there. for people and make sure everybody knows that we do everything from scratch. That's the main, for me, that's the main thing. So if you guys are around later, I mean, I want to show you guys how the bread's going to bake up, but if you guys are around later, I might do a live later on with meatballs. We're going to be making meatballs this afternoon after we close, and again, just another thing that we like to show people. So for us, like I said, it's for sure. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we are near Woodfield Mall, real close to Woodfield Mall. So yeah, that's this Schaumburg area is very busy. It's a very busy kind of cornerstone for a lot of things. There's a lot of shopping, there's a lot of restaurants, there's a lot of stores that people are coming to. The IKEA is literally a stone throws away. So I mean, we get a lot of people that come even from the city that are coming out to IKEA, that come here for lunch. But yeah, it's a good area to be in. But again, you get the people, you got to keep the people. And I think from scratch, the tasting and the from scratch is key. So, kind of is what it is. We're gonna, Bonnie, love your back just in time. We are going to put a pan in the oven. So I'll show you guys. Obviously, you're seeing what it's looking like, right? That's what it's rolled out to be here. So I'm gonna show you what's going in the oven. This is how they proof up. This is what the ultimate kind of thing. No problem. No problem. He came back just in time. So that's what they proof up to be. I don't know if you guys can kind of see what it is, but so now we're gonna pop these in the oven. Shouldn't be too long. And then we'll show you how they bake up. So those, thank you. So it's a labor of love. It is. Again, most people probably would just say, you know what, I'm just going to buy the bread. I get it, But for us, it really just, we've become known for the bread. So I think if we changed now, we'd lose probably 95% of the people coming in. Because they're not coming here for my personality, I'll tell you that much. But it's good. Like I said, we got a lot of loyal customers. But you can't make everybody happy. So you got to just kind of do what you do, and that's it. There's always going to be haters and stuff like that. But when you do stuff like this, yeah, for sure. When you do stuff like this, it really just, you got to try to not make it personal. And for somebody, I think for a lot of business owners, it's difficult sometimes because you put your heart into it, and then you get somebody to come in here and not like it, or whatever, and you got to try to separate that because you're not going to make everybody happy. So I mean, it's tough because it's almost like somebody's talking bad about your family, right? So You almost, you got to separate that and just kind of put your head in the right place and do what you got to do. You can't worry about if they like it or not like it or whatever. You just got to do the very best you can. And, again, you don't know who's coming in. We don't know who's coming in the door. Could be some big influencer, could be, who knows? Could be anybody. So, I mean, that's why you always have to be on your A game. Meaning you always have to put in you have to put 110% into what you do every single day. No matter what you do. But yeah, that's why we do everything from scratch. So, like I said, if you guys are around later on, hopefully I can try to go on for a little bit later on and do some meatballs. We're gonna do some meatballs, show you just the process. Hi Mary Flowers, how are you? Yeah, we're gonna do some meatballs later on and show everybody the meatballs. We got them rolled already. Thank you very much for that. That would be all. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if you're around in the 2 o'clock hour, 2:30, somewhere in that area. I'm gonna check on my other rolls there. Great to see you too. Thank you, Mary Flowers. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, we are wrapping up here. Yeah, allow your notifications. Give us a follow, guys, if you're in this. If you're in this chat. Follow us so you know we're going live. Again, we're trying to make it a regular thing. I know some of these are lengthy. I try to talk to myself as much as I can here. But I try to keep it semi-interesting. So, eventually I'll kind of maybe switch to an iPad and maybe put some music in the background. I don't know. But, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So yeah, we try to see what we can do to show everybody the background process. I mean, this is just us. I'm not doing it, special. This is what I do every day. But we do this like this every single day. I just figured I would go live on Saturday mornings. Just to show you what we're doing every day. So we're doing the bread every day like this. And check, this is my last one. And we're going to show you what the finished product is here in a couple minutes. So I'm going to take them out of the oven, let them kind of a little bit cool so I don't burn my hand off, and we'll show you what it looks like. Okay? Hang on one second. That's what it looks like. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be right back.
How are you? Nick's here.
Oh,
Nick.
oh yeah. I'm gonna wrap this bag up. I just want to show them the finish. Hang on 1 second. All right, guys. That's it. That's the roll we made from the beginning. I gotta go work now. If you guys are on later on, we'll probably be doing some meatballs. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Give us a like, give us a follow. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support. We will be on later on, like I said, 2-ish, 2:30, something like that. Okay? As I say all the time, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for everybody commenting. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. So spread the love. Thank you guys very much. Remember, if you say it's homemade, you actually have to make it. Thanks, guys. Bye.